Hello and welcome to the DuPont Fieldhouse, where Sports Video is happy to present today's action in the Region 19 Division III Championships of Junior College. Rob Ryan along with Coach Pat Murphy. Today Ocean County takes on Middlesex County for the right to go to New York for the national championships. Previously, these two teams have faced each other, and Middlesex has come out on top both times.
Well, it's very fitting. It's March 1st. The March Madness begins right here in South Jersey with these two teams battling today to go into Corning, New York for the Division III Junior College Championships. They played twice so far this year, and Middlesex has won both games. And talking to the coach at Ocean, they're a little upset. Their best player, who was an all-state selection, Mary Belazar, cannot play today. In her place is going to be Melanie Klein. Melanie came off the bench on Thursday night and scored 12 points. So it wasn't that much of a drop-off in point production. But anytime you lose your best player, you have problems. Middlesex, on the other hand, is a very balanced team. And talking to Coach Brown, 5 of her players are averaging double figures. Having beaten them 2 times, it's always hard to beat a team 3 times. It'll be very interesting to see how that plays out during today's game.
It's going to be especially tough for Ocean County today, though, without their leading scorer, as we talked about, Mary Balaza, out of the lineup. She's being replaced by Melody Klein, as Coach just told you. 18-9 is Ocean County. 19-6, Middlesex coming into the game. But Ocean County has had some success going to the national tournament 4 out of the last 5 years.
Well, you know, in talking to the coach, you could just see that little twinkle in his eye. He knows the importance of this game. What will happen if he wins this game? He knows the importance of this game. He's been here before. That experience could pay off in today's contest.
Stay tuned on Sports Video. We're coming back with the tip-off of tonight's game between Ocean County and Middlesex County College.
Hi, everybody. Howard Clark back here, and we're with Ms. Crystal Brown. And Crystal Brown's the head coach here for Middlesex, and you guys are from Edison, New Jersey, so you had a nice trip to get down here, right, Crystal?
Yes, but we stayed over last night, and we didn't have to drive down today, so that was great.
Yeah, nothing like last-minute stuff, trying to get ready for a big game, huh?
Yeah, so I'm really glad we stayed over.
Good. Listen, some of the teams, the lineup of competition that you had to surround yourself with this last week, why don't you tell me some of the teams that you had to defeat to get here?
Well, we got a first-round bye, and then we played Brookdale the other night, and we beat them, and that's how we got here, basically.
Is this the first time or that you guys have been in this competition for a championship?
No, last year we got to the final round, and we got beaten by Ocean.
Oh, by Ocean.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
This is like a repeat, huh?
Yeah, it is.
You got something up your sleeve?
Maybe.
I'm not going to go into details. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your team and some of your major stars?
Okay, basically, our big girl, Angela Bradley, she's been leading us all season in scoring and rebounding. Then we have Kristen Giuliano, who starts now, and she leads us. She's our second leading scorer and rebounder. And right now we have like four girls who are averaging double figures for us in scoring. And we're just a really balanced team, and everybody contributes a little bit, and that's
so basically even off the bench you're strong.
Yeah, we go pretty deep down the bench.
Well, that's terrific. Well, listen, best of luck to you guys tonight. Hope you have a successful day.
Okay, thank you.
Crystal Brown, we're going to be right back with the head coach here from Ocean just in a few seconds. We're back here. We're going to have to get real quick right now, Lenny. I'm sorry to tell you this, but we're rushed here. Everybody wants to get this competition on the map right now. Hey, listen, why don't you tell us a little bit about your team and some of the girls who watch today?
Okay, we have 6 freshmen and 3 sophomores. Our record is 18-9. There's some interesting people to watch. Angela Burgo is a first-team All-American. She's number 35. Vicki Wagner, number 10, our point guard. Really isn't even a point guard. She's an All-American soccer player. Wow. Christy Giuliano is a off guard, decent shooter, very good defender. Let's see, Melody Klein will be starting in the place of Mary Beleza today. Mary is our leading scorer, 15 points a game, 11 rebounds, and she sprained her ankle in the semifinal. And she's sitting on the bench today, and she's very disappointed.
I can imagine.
Yeah, and I think, who else am I forgetting here? Stephanie Gaccinero. Stephanie didn't start in the beginning of the year, and she's now our starting center. She's a freshman, and she's got a lot of spunk. All right, so we'll give it a shot.
Now, listen, this seems to be like a repeat of last year. I just found out about this.
We've been the region champions 5 years in a row, and 4 of those times we had to play Middlesex. So it's kind of like a grudge thing, but I think that, the both of us recruit well, and it's a good competition. And they seem to have the edge this year. They got the shooting, they got the inside game, but we're here, and that's where we wanted to be.
Listen, best of luck to you guys today, and hope you enjoy the day. We'll take care now. That was Lenny from Ocean, and we're going to be right back for this competition. Championship time, Division III, right after this.
Welcome back to the DuPont Fieldhouse on the campus of Salem Community College for tonight's matchup between the Vikings of Ocean County College and the Lady Colts of Middlesex County College. Well, the anthem has been played. We're just about set for tip-off. Time to check the starting line. Was first up for Ocean County College. Starting number 22, Melody Klein. Also number 23, Stephanie Cacinero. Number 14, Christina Giuliano. Number 10, Victoria Wagner. And number 35, Angela Burgo. On the other side for the Lady Colts of Middlesex County, number 4, Heather Wells. Number 32, Angela Bradley. Number 41, Amanda Collins. Number 43, Tara Bouchard. And number 54, Chris Giuliano. Middlesex is out on the court waiting their rivals, the Vikings of Ocean County. Rob Ryan, Pat Murphy, and Howard Clark from the DuPont Fieldhouse. We're just about ready for tip-off. Just talking to the head coach, he said that these teams have played each other for the last 5 years for the right to go to this national championship tournament. So
no secrets here today, Rob.
Absolutely not a rivalry. And we're underway. Middlesex controls the tip, and Heather Wells will start things at the point. Man-to-man defense by Ocean. Wells. Driving the lane goes number 32, Angela Bradley. Her layup is missed in the rebound.
Well, you can see right off the bat that Middlesex wants to come right down the paint area, Pat.
Yeah, Angela Brown, number 32, Coach Brown said that was a player to be highlighting in this game, and she took the first shot of the game.
Zone defense being played by Middlesex, and Ocean just works it around the perimeter. On the far side, Giuliano dumps it in the corner for number 35, Angela Burgo. Her shot is missed. The rebound is taken by Ocean County. That shot's missed. Rebound again by Burgo. She can't get it to go. Second and third opportunities for Ocean, and they cannot convert.
Well, both teams are going to start off, I think, a little bit slow. They both know the urgency of this game and what's at stake, so the shooting may be a little cold as we start this game.
Inside the ball goes to number 32, Angela Bradley, and she lays it up in. Angela Bradley, the leading scorer for this team.
Tall young lady. She managed to get her body inside the paint area and put it up for a nice little layup.
A steal by Middlesex on the pressure. They couldn't convert. It was taken away by Ocean, and now Middlesex fouls.
What we saw there in that last score by Middlesex, after the score, they're extending their defense out to you don't see this too often, it's a 3-2 half-court trap, and what they're going to try to do is force the ball to a sideline and get a trap. Ocean having a little bit of problem negotiating this press at this time.
Ocean is forced to turn the ball over as they throw it out of bounds, so Middlesex will control. They have the early 2-0 lead.
That's two quick turnovers forced by that half-court trap. Good strategy by Coach Brown.
Crystal seemed a little tentative today.
She looked very nervous.
Very nervous.
I think she was more nervous talking to you, Howard, than the game.
That could be, too. That could be.
You have that way with women.
That's right.
Inside shot was missed by Middlesex, so Ocean once again will try and get on the board. This time they get it across half court.
Good passing out here. Not once did they bring it up, drop it onto the floor.
Well, that's the way you have to attack this half-court trap. If you can get the ball to the middle of the floor, that's where the weakness of the zone is. They did a good job of getting the ball inside, and there was a tie-up for a jump ball. It's Ocean's ball.
As you said, Ocean keeps control of the ball. Giuliano playing catch with Victoria Wagner. Back out top of the key for Klein. Klein to the near side for number 23, Stephanie Cacinero. Back for Klein, and back to Giuliano, and back to Klein once again. Inside for Cacinero. Turnaround jumper at the buzzer is good.
That's in there.
What we had was a possible shot clock violation, and when you come to Salem, Howard, you know what happens to the shot clock.
And there goes.
And there he goes, Superman.
That's Mr. Nick DeSico. He's the AD down here.
He knows exactly what the problem is.
I think we need another fuse.
Well, ironically, if I can get a picture here at the table, I happen to have with me the diagram to solve this problem. I don't know if Mr. Quicksell can get me on camera here, but we're very familiar with what has to be done here at this time. So
17:49 left to go in the first half of play, and once again a problem with the shot clock. The last time we were here for a game, it was actually a fuse was blown actually on the shot clock itself. This time the buzzer is stuck. They get the problem fixed there. We're going to reset the shot clock to 26, which I believe is the proper time. And it's the mandatory Salem Community College shot clock problem. We're back underway. Lady Colt to the ball. Bradley with a jumper from the near corner is no good, and the rebound is taken by Ocean. Trying to rush the ball up court. It's up ahead for number 23, Opeko. She can't. Check that was catch an arrow. Her shot was blocked out of bounds, so Ocean will control.
We saw very good defense last time down by Middlesex. They did a great job forcing Ocean to take a shot right at the buzzer for that 35-second shot clock violation. They were able to get the shot off, but good defense.
Jumper from Melody Klein is good from the corner. The substitute for the leading scorer makes good.
Well, in talking to the coach of the Vikings, he said Melody came off the bench on Thursday night and scored 12 points as a reserve, so she knows the urgency here. She's going to have to step up her game.
Three-pointer by Bouchard is off the mark, and it's rebounded by Wagner.
Tempo seems to be picking up just a bit now.
Wagner's being forced to the near corner, lost control of the ball as she tried to get it to Giuliano. Giuliano couldn't control, and a jump ball is called, and Middlesex will get the ball back.
I'm very impressed with Middlesex on the defensive end of the floor. Not only do they extend their defense, but you'll notice when we have a live mic on their end on the defensive end, the girls are very active in talking about who has the ball, they're communicating who has the ball, who's an offside help defense position. I'm very impressed with this Middlesex team early on.
Giuliano tried for a steal, and she's called for the foul. That is her first of the contest, the team's first of the half.
No, again, like you said, Coach, they've been going up against this team now for quite a while, and they're starting to know each other's tendencies out here. So what you want to do is have good communication on the floor just to make sure you're covered.
Bouchard dumps it inside to Angela Bradley. Bradley tried to get it back out to Bouchard, but it's off her leg and out of bounds. And Ocean will take over. They have a 4-2 lead. The pressure easily broken with a long pass. As now, once again, they'll work around the perimeter against the zone. Klein has it. Klein dumps it in the corner for number 35, Angela Burgo. Burgo, a couple dribbles, just dumps it back to Wagner, who whips it around to Giuliano. Back to Wagner, quickly inside to Klein. Her turnaround jumper is no good. And it's out of bounds.
What they're doing right now, they're trying to move the ball along around the perimeter. They have one player on the inside. Look for 22 Klein. She's moving through the zone. They're trying to find spots for her on the outside of the zone for the jump shot.
Ball being worked around, gets to the foul line for Burgo. Burgo, she's being trapped in the corner. It's stripped away, but
Just good tenacity with the defense right now. Middlesex is doing a really nice job in here.
inside the ball goes. A jumper is missed by Catch an Arrow, and Middlesex comes away with the rebound. Getting the ball up court quickly inside to Bradley. The layup is no good, but she's fouled. She'll go to the free throw line.
Nice transition there. Heather Wells taking the ball down the floor, had her head up. And as a former coach, it's always good to see the point guard dribbling the ball with her head up. Saw Bradley coming down the floor, made a nice pass. Here we see Heather with her head up, makes that long pass. Only Bradley can catch the ball. Goes to the foul line now to shoot two shots. Good transition basketball on Middlesex part.
Bradley's first shot is up and good. It cuts the deficit to 1. Middlesex trails 4-3. Bradley to try and tie the game.
Get down the floor pretty quick, too. Yes, both these teams, it seems like Middlesex wants to run a little bit. Ocean wants to be very, very methodical, work the perimeter ball, and then work the ball inside. See how they're slowing things up?
Well, without their best player, they're going to have to try to keep a slower pace in this game.
Nice ball.
Burgo on the inside lays it up and in. A good entry pass from the corner coming off the hands of Klein.
Nice inside move by Angela there. Nice interior passing. She had the inside move and laid up the basket.
Man, just throw that baby up there, huh?
Turnaround jumper from Collins was off the mark. And away with the rebound came Catch an Arrow. Giuliano has it in the corner. Tried to get it back up for Wagner. Lost control of it. She regains, though, and hands off for Klein. Into the corner now for Burgo. Burgo just skips it out top of the key for Wagner. Over to Giuliano for 2. It's good. Her foot was on the line.
Well, for reserve, she's not doing too bad, Pat.
Well, you know, sometimes people step it up in the place of adversity, and she has a very good jump shot, and she's moving around that zone. They're trying to get the ball to her.
They say anytime you're given the opportunity to go out there, she's making the most out of it right now.
An awkward drive by Heather Wells as she traveled with the basketball. She just ran into a sea of Ocean players, no pun intended.
Wow.
Wow.
I like that.
Wow.
A few little barnacles on that one.
Ocean doing a pretty good job of breaking the press since their first possession. Giuliano has it in the corner. She just plays catcher Klein. Skips it back out for Klein. Inside for number 23, Catanero. Her shot is no good. And it's taken away by Middlesex. Middlesex with a 2-on-1. Wells tried to get it to number 54, Chris Giuliano.
Now, there's a situation, and Howard's familiar with this because we talk about it often. The bounce pass there would have been a perfect pass in for a layup. Got to use that bounce pass.
That's like a dying art in there, but
Yes, it is.
that probably would have had a lot more focus on connecting with the person that was supposed to put that up.
Off the inbounds pass, number 43, Tara Bouchard.
Timeout.
Had her foot on the line, and a timeout has been called. 8-4 is the score. Ocean has the lead. And Ocean, since really the beginning of the game,
They've really been doing a good job, considering they don't have their best player, of trying to slow down this pace here. Now, in the first 5 minutes of this game, it's an 8-4 score, so the score is fairly low. Middlesex is trying to come out and press them. The press was effective the first 2 times where they turned the ball over. They've done a good job of negotiating that press, and they're playing their style. Middlesex had a couple opportunities to score in transition, weren't able to do so. So I think we're going to be back and forth this whole game. Some of the crowd here today. There's going to be a lot of basketball here today. 4 games in all.
Wow.
This is the basketball mecca of South Jersey.
Do you think the floor can handle it?
This floor can handle your minivan, or
There you
your
go.
Winnebago rather. So
Yeah.
it can handle a few sneakers.
a different kind of full court press being shown by Middlesex.
What you see here is a 2-1-1, and they're trying to, again, give them different looks, different fronts, always trying to trap.
They broke it easily that time, working the ball around the perimeter. Burgo
nice.
tried the reverse layup, but she was blocked. She gets the ball back. Inside for Klein. Her jumper is good.
That's why you should stay with it all the time. I mean, she went baseline. She was rejected in there, got a rebound, set another girl up that's closer to the basket for the high percentage shot. That was just well done.
Bouchard drives to the lane, and she's hammered. She'll go to the free throw line.
Good penetration that time by Bouchard. Anytime you get in that lane and penetrate, good things are going to happen for the offensive team. Obviously, you can score a basket. 2, you can draw the defense to you and dish off. For 3, you get fouled and go to the foul line. So right now, she'll be going to the foul line and she'll be shooting 2 shots.
Bouchard's first is in and out, no good. Score remains 10-4. Ocean County College and the Vikings with the lead. Bouchard's second is good, and they set up the full court pressure. Great job of breaking the press. The ball never touched the floor until they were just about to get it off midcourt. That's exactly what you want out of a press break. Working the ball around again. On the near side, it's Klein.
Plus, it's very difficult to defense, too. I mean, you know, the ball's going to get there with those great efforts out there in the air.
What we just saw there was a switch in defense. Middlesex went to a man-to-man. Ocean did a great job of spreading at the floor. And again, when we talked about on the last basket for Middlesex, we had Ocean come down and get into that lane with penetration. Here we see the floor being spread out, driving down the lane, and the same result that happened down the other end. A foul occurred. Again, spreading at the floor, spacing is very important in the game of basketball.
Christina Giuliano on the free throw line. She misses the first.
You know, it's very interesting. We have 2 Giulianos tonight, one with a J and one with a G, right? And they're both Chris.
Is that right?
Yes.
Wow.
Ocean's Giuliano makes good on her second free throw. 1 of 2 from the free throw line. They lead by 6. Wells with a good crossover move with the left hand. Gets it in the corner for Collins. Collins loses her dribble. Needs to look for someone. She gets Bradley. Bradley looked like she wanted 3. Now just kicks it out for Wells. Wells on the near side to Bouchard. Bouchard driving. Gives it up to
nice
Bradley with a
pass.
nice pass, but she's rejected by number 35, Angela Burgo. Burgo
Again, that's just great defense out there.
Their man-to-man defense is very, very, very aggressive, and it was evident by that block shot just then, and a clean block.
Into the corner for Giuliano. Her shot is off the front of the rim, no good, and it's rebounded by Bouchard. Wells up ahead for Bouchard in the corner. Driving through the lane, jumper, good.
Bouchard on a little bit of a run right now, scored the last couple points for this Middlesex team and doing a nice job of standing the press. They keep coming at Ocean. Nice bounce pass there.
They broke the press and had a 2-on-1, but the bounce pass was in at the feet, and Catanero couldn't control it.
And she, Catanero just caught something on her jaw right there. She's touching her face. I think she got a little head to the jaw, but she's going to be good. She's going to be good to play this game.
She'll be fine.
Inbound to the near side for Klein. Klein's jumper is good.
There's Klein. Melanie in tune, doing a good job shooting that jump shot from the outside.
I would say she's in focus. What do you think?
Well, I had Melanie in tune. What do you think?
Melanie, that's good. I like that.
Wells got it to Amanda Collins, but it was stripped away by Wagner. Wagner, the length of the court. Wagner with the right hand. She's fouled, and a good drive by Victoria Wagner off the steal. She went coast to coast.
Well, Rob, you made the point with the right hand. If she would have went up with her left hand, she probably would have scored the bucket and got fouled. If we see her coming down here, driving the lane, corner rule here, if you're on the left-hand side of the floor, use that left hand. She used the right, and she put the ball right up there for the defense to block the shot. She drew the foul, but she might have opportunity to get three.
Wagner's first shot is up and no good.
Heather must be an official sponsor of Nike. She has her Nike headband on.
Second shot by Wagner is all good. And it's now a 7-point lead for Ocean County. Little crossover dribble once again by Wells. The shot is up. It's no good off the front of the rim.
It's like Middlesex now wants to just keep coming down the paint area and kind of keep that up-tempo kind of game.
Well, it's very interesting. As we mentioned the last time out, Ocean came into this game as the underdog, and they're playing their pace, and their defense is keeping them in the game, and they're scoring the ball.
Well, they're getting inside about the 8 to 10 foot jumpers right now, and they seem to all be dropping. And you know what? They've tried to expose the baseline game too, Pat, and they've been fairly successful with that, even though they haven't gone to it that often.
Inside, the layup is taken and good by Angela Bradley, the leading scorer and rebound for the Lady Colts.
Good idea for the Colts right there. A nice settle-down basket. Get the ball down to your top scorer, Angela Bradley. Got the ball inside. A nice, easy basket to try to get off this little losing streak of scoring points.
Burgo again on the far side. Thought about driving baseline, just kicks it out for Wagner. Wagner driving, leaning jump shot is an air ball, but it's taken underneath.
Wow.
By an Ocean County player. She gets it back at the free throw line. The jumper is no good. Battling for it once again underneath, and Middlesex finally comes away with it, now being tied up.
Interesting.
They're letting them play.
That's right. They're letting them play.
And just as we say that, what happens?
Time. And Len's over there throwing a little bit there, see?
Kind of like Lenny. The professor. I call him the professor.
Well, guess what? You said he looked like a biology teacher, right?
Right.
Professor?
Yes.
Guess what?
What?
He's a history professor.
Well, I knew he's a professor. He had the look. He has the look, the academic look.
Professorial.
Wells dumps it in the corner for Bradley. Throws up a three-pointer. Count it!
Man, dear, she's focused right now, Middlesex, and she's doing a great job inside and out now.
That's right, inside and out.
Gets the job done.
Wagner trying to break the press herself. She drives baseline, dumps it inside for Catanero. She couldn't control it. It's stripped away behind.
Again,
by Bouchard.
that's why you always say keep your hands up there, because that was a classic example. All the hands were up, and she got a turnover.
Wells with a baseline drive, threw up a shot. It would have been no good. The foul was on the floor. So Middlesex will inbound from underneath the basket.
Very interesting strategy for Ocean in their man-to-man offense. What they like to do is spread the floor out. Middlesex has been doing a good job of going back between zone and man. When we see Middlesex in a man-to-man, what Ocean does, they spread the floor out. They look for their penetration from their guards, and their guards try to get into the lane, make something happen. Against the zone, what they're doing is moving the ball around, looking inside occasionally to Stefa Catanero, and then Klein Melanie Klein is working along on the perimeter, and her jump shot's falling right now. On the other end, Bradley must look at the scoreboard and say, hey, look, I'm the best player on this team. We're down. If we lose, we're not playing more basketball this year. So she made a nice inside basket and then stepped out and hit the three, and we got a 16-12 game.
It also seems like Middlesex has a little bit of a rebounding problem. It seems that Ocean's getting a lot of second, third, and fourth chances even, while on the other side, Angela Bradley will take one shot, or Wells will drive and take one shot. Ocean's pulling down the rebound, coming back on offense.
It's a great point. In women's basketball, there's three major things that have to be considered as points to win a game. One is controlling the ball, two is pressure defense, and three is rebounding. And whoever does that best in women's basketball is going to win.
Let's not forget free throws.
I would never step on your line, pal.
Middlesex inbounds from underneath the basket. A kicked ball violation called, and we'll reset the shot clock at 30. And inbound from the same exact spot on the floor, Wells. Lobs in, and it's stripped away by Giuliano. And so Ocean, on the costly turnover, has the ball away from Middlesex. Wagner just hands off for Giuliano, who gives back to Wagner. Wagner will just start the offense.
Here we see that spread offense. It's very similar to Princeton, where you have people cutting, going through, going back to her.
Burgo's shot was blocked, and Angela Bradley came away with the ball. Bradley, the length of the court, trying to drive, gets baseline. Layup is good.
You have to like this Angela Bradley. And talking to Coach Brown before the game, she told us look out for Angela, and she is really an all-around player, both on the inside, handling the ball, and shooting a three. She's doing it all.
Wagner nearly had the ball stripped away, but was able to get it to Melody Klein. Klein on the far side to Giuliano. Giuliano inside to Burgo. Couldn't control. She'll just regain herself outside. Dumped inside for Cacinero. She's triple teamed. Out to Burgo. 5-foot jumper, no good. Burgo, her own rebound. Underneath
nice
Cacinero
pass.
with a nice pass, and the layup is good.
Well, Rob, you mentioned earlier they're hitting offensive boards, and that was a perfect example. It was a great offensive rebound, and more important, a nice interior pass. They had good spacing, a bounce pass for the easy bucket.
That was just a tremendous look. That's why you say keep your heads up there and look at the breaker going to the basket.
Ball's now dumped inside to Chris Giuliano on the other team. She kicked it back out for Bouchard's three-pointer was no good. Bradley came down the rebound, but it was wrestled away by Ocean County, and here comes Wells. Or rather, Victoria Wagner.
Wagner pushing the ball up the floor.
She's spunky.
It's a little general out there. You need that field general.
A lot of movement on this Ocean Vikings team. They're really moving through, looking for back cutters. Everybody constant motion.
Cacinero kicked it out for Giuliano. Her layup or jump shot was
nice
no good.
bounce
It's handed
pass.
off for Wells. Wells, the length of the court. The layup is no good, but Bradley there
Guess
for the
who's
rebound.
there?
Wow.
And she lays it up and in.
Bradley
Lives everywhere.
just having a great day she is.
Middlesex cuts the deficit down to 2. Ocean with an 18-16 lead. Working the ball around the perimeter very well on his zone defense.
Again,
Are the
very,
Vikings.
very
Oh,
disciplined.
nice give and go. Oh, just
Yeah.
a nice give and go by the players.
And guess who? She's doing a remarkable job out there today. Just discipline, man. Just great discipline out there.
Bouchard has it on the far wing. Bouchard, little crossover dribble, goes baseline. Her layup is no good, deflected by Burgo, but Burgo is out of bounds with the ball. So Middlesex will control with 16 on the shot clock. Seven minutes and 21 seconds left to go in the first half. 20-16 lead for Ocean. Driving through the lane was Collins. Her shot was deflected out of bounds. And still great interior defense being played here by Ocean County College.
I'm very impressed with both teams, and it's not surprising that these teams have met each other so many times over the course of the last 4 or 5 years. They're very well coached. They do a great job.
Having trouble with the inbound passes, they gave it away, and Ocean gets the ball back. Now running the point, Tara Quigley. Quigley gets it over to Giuliano. Giuliano quickly inside to Burgo. Her turnaround jumper is off the back of the rim, no good, but right there for the offensive rebound is Burgo. Burgo kicks it out.
Nice
Giuliano
ball.
with the ball fake drives. She is hammered, and she will go to the free throw line, but great ball movement once again.
Well, it's becoming a very redundant theme here in this game. The ball movement being number 1, offensive rebound being number 2. We see here's the offensive rebound. Burgo gets her rebound, a kick out. Nice ball fake, as Howard alluded to. Really got the player off her feet, gave her opportunity to go to the basket, and a very hard foul. All hard fouls in this game.
Giuliano's first shot is up and no good.
She is working on her follow through before, like a good golfer, right before the shot. A little practice.
Never hurts.
Second one is off and off the front of the rim, so 0 for 2 from the free throw line. It remains a 4-point lead for Ocean.
I like how Ocean initiates that little press, too, for the inbound ball, too. I mean, it keeps you on your toes, but it's another little wrinkle.
Jumper by Amanda Collins was no good, and I thought there was an over-the-back call called on Middlesex, but it's going to go the other way against Ocean. It's going to be on number 22, Melody Klein. That is her second foul and the team's 6th of the half. 6 minutes and 42 seconds left to go in the first half. Interior pass is stripped away on good defense by number 22, Melody Klein. Klein with it now on the offensive end. Good pass for Burgo. Cutting layup is no good. Is good defense by number 45, Chris Giuliano, to force her wide and alter the shot. Middlesex comes away with the rebound. Up court quickly, Collins. Collins baseline. Layup is no good. And Ocean away with the rebound again. Quigley with it. Quigley tried to get it across midcourt, but it was stolen away by Bouchard. Bouchard hands off for Lawton. Lawton gets it over to Wells.
Again, they slow it down, slow the tempo down a little bit. Now they're playing into Ocean's hands a little bit. They're going man, then a little flex.
16 on the shot clock. The jumper from Giuliano was no good. The rebound there for Bouchard was no good.
I'll tell you, without Angela Bradley in this Middlesex Colts team, on the offensive end at least, they're really lacking players. We'll see Angela get right back in this ball game.
Yep, she's coming back in right this second.
On the far side, Giuliano. Inside for Burgo. Burgo, little ball fake on the baseline. Jumper is no good. The rebound taken away by Middlesex. Wells stops. Jumper, no good. It's an air ball. Collins with the good save. Tips it out for Giuliano. Giuliano tried to throw a pass to Bouchard, but launched it out of bounds.
I was just ready to say it's about a good opportunity for a timeout for Middlesex, and I look over and Coach Brown and I are thinking just alike. Time to get a little timeout. There was a couple possessions right there, but we're rushing the ball down the floor. We're not getting a good shot. Again, they can't let this game get away from them a little bit, and just a good opportunity to call a timeout. Let's settle the troops down. Let's get back into our rhythm a little bit.
Middlesex had done a good job to get back in this game. They were trailing worse earlier in the game. They're only down by 4 right now, and they've been holding Ocean on the offensive end, and they've actually been pulling down some defensive rebounds. It's just the offense struggling right now for Middlesex.
It almost looks like right now that Middlesex knows they can win this game, but they're not just putting that extra effort out right now. They're kind of holding back a little bit. And again, that happens when you play somebody so many times, when you're so familiar, and especially when you've beaten them 2 times. You have that mental aspect that, hey, you know what? We're going to win this game, and no matter what happens in the end, we're going to pull out. Ocean, on the other hand, they're playing without their best player, and they have nothing to lose, and they're playing carefree. And that style right now has led to this 2016 lead here in the first half.
And it almost seems like Middlesex is just waiting for the other shoe to fall, so to speak. Ocean's without their leading scorer. They've beaten them 2 out of the 2 times they've played this year. They just can't get started. And maybe coming into the game a little too ready to play, so to speak, knowing that they're missing their leading scorer and leading rebounder. Maybe thought it was going to be easier than it was, not putting out the effort. And I'm sure that's something that Coach Brown will try and change, hopefully before halftime of this game, before things get, like you said, 2 out of hand.
Well, that's the great thing about this March Madness. Not only is it on the Division I level, but also in this level here. It's one game, and you're out of tournament, and anybody can play. And we're always looking for upsets, and we may have one here today.
Ocean with the ball, Burgo on the near side. Burgo took a dribble, now just decides to dump it inside to Klein. Klein's jumper, good.
You talk about a person who's really taking the opportunity. You know, when someone else's chances goes down, it's always a chance for somebody else to rise to the top. And I'll tell you, she's had her opportunity today, Klein, and she's doing a great job.
Controlling the point now for the Lady Colts.
What defense? What defense display?
That's
Tara Quigley.
Tenacity.
You know what? Tara Quigley even scared me. I get out of the way.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
I'll tell you what.
One of those ponytails were going to hit me. Look at this defense, just all over, slapping the face. And here she comes. Whoa. That scared me the second time.
I'm glad I'm upstairs.
Layup is good from Bradley on the inside.
Well, Miss Bradley's back.
The Pressure once again being put on by Middlesex as Ocean breaks it.
They're doing a nice job with that pressure. Look at that. Hands up, cutting down the passing lanes. Slow it up. Bring it down. Look for each other. That was a good read in there. Good defensive read in there.
Good job by Ocean County as they take the ball away. Burgo. Little hesitation. Step couldn't gain the baseline. Just gives it off to Klein. It's stripped away by Bouchard with some good defense. Bouchard.
Again, hands up.
The length of the court. Layup is good.
What a play. From one end, her defense set up her offense on that play.
2-point ball game.
22-20 Ocean with a slim lead. 3.5 left to go in the half.
It'd be interesting to see how this last 3 minutes of the half play out right now. As bad as Middlesex has played, if they have an opportunity to get a lead at the halftime, that's really going to make them feel very excited going into that second half.
Good bounce pass inside for Catanero, and she's fouled on the play.
Here we see that inside play here. Now, again, watch the movement here. Watch the movement on the Ocean team. Catanero was out on the wing. She had made that pass. She constantly has movement, and they catch it with an inside bounce pass for the layup attempt. Didn't go in, but she's going to shoot fouls.
So it's Catanero at the free throw stripe. Chance to extend the lead to 3, maybe 4. If he hits the first one.
Stefa Catanero. I love that name. Love that name.
You know why? Because it's one of those romantic names.
It sounds like an Italian dish.
There you go.
A fine Italian dish.
That's right.
A hesitation on the free throw, a hitch in the free throw, drew a couple people offside, so to
This
speak.
is interesting because who went first? It looked like both players went in the lane at the same time. That's what the referees are talking about. Who really went in first? But they're going to stay with the call. They got it straight.
In that situation where it's a double violation, they usually go to the possession arrow, but they decided it was all White's problem, so she gets the second free throw and makes good.
Catanero caught a breako.
It's going to turn into a total Italian type of broadcast here.
All Italian all the time.
Bradley with the ball. It's kicked out for Collins, back to Bouchard. Bouchard slicing through, has it stripped away by Klein, who hands off to Burgo.
I remember her brother played hockey. Bouchard. That is.
Quigley thought about taking a 3 now, hands off for Klein. Her jumper is good.
Is she here or what?
K-time. Melanie Klein hitting the jump shot. Middlesex got within 2 points all of a sudden. Ocean saw what had to be done, scored 4 points. We got 2:22 to go in a half.
Miss Klein really likes the Salem County area.
Bouchard to Collins at the free throw line. Driving through, layup makes the rim. Rebounded by Bradley.
Boy, she's quick.
She's quick. She can leap. She's got a great feel for where the ball is going to be at. We'll see her right now come all the way off the weak side of the floor. You won't even see her in the picture to the very last second. Come over there, leap, and get the ball and get fouled. And she's very animated after the basket. She's trying to get her teammates rallied up. She can see her teammates right now aren't ready to play. And I'll tell you what, she just gave a nasty 5 to Bouchard right there.
Yeah, that hurt my hand.
Man, I could hear that. Let's get this game going.
5 ladies leaping.
Couple of substitutions for the Middlesex County College Lady Colts. 19-6 overall on the season. Last year they lost to this very Ocean County College Vikings team in this very same tournament game.
Well, I've never seen this many violations in a big game. I'm not sure what happened. She shifted her feet or stepped over, but I'll tell you, in this time of the year, very rarely do you see those calls.
Both of them going against Middlesex.
Must have had a workshop this past week.
Burgo has it. Burgo being double teamed. She kicks it back out for Giuliano. Tried to get it inside for Klein. Or Catanero, rather. Catanero in the lane has it stripped away. Tried to dribble through too much traffic.
I think you're right.
And Bradley now has the ball.
Bradley can handle that ball, too.
Collins from the far side. Count it.
Just inside the 3. Just inside the 3.
Well, when you got the thing going on the inside, you got the thing going on the outside, you got to be a little bit wary.
A minute and a half left to go in the first half. Quigley with the ball to Burgo. Burgo being hassled and finally fouled by Collins.
Collins didn't think so, but you know, ladies basketball has really been coming on of late, and I can see the excitement growing from one week to the next. And you have the professional teams now, and you got a lot of these girls that start when they're 5 and 6 years old in the town teams, and by the time they get up to the college ranks, these guys have been playing a long time and can really handle the ball. It's really good for girls basketball. I think they're very exciting games.
The foul was on Klein. That is her third, so she goes to the bench. It was only the 6th-team foul, so no 1-and-1. It was taken out from just in front of the table. Burgo at the free throw line. Jumper after a couple of pump fakes is off the mark. Rebounded underneath by Cacinero to Giuliano. Back to Burgo. Her shot's blocked by Bradley. Burgo with the rebound, fighting hard underneath and just pulls it back out. And they'll restart the offense. Klein inside. Cacinero layup good.
Cacinero.
Now see what you do is you just take it right back out to their perimeter and then right back in.
Well, the referees are letting them play a little bit.
Yes, they
and
are.
Ocean's taking advantage of that, and they're just pounding the glass.
Bradley driving. Bradley underneath. Baseline. Blocked from behind, but got her with the body. I believe it was Quigley. And Bradley will be heading to the free throw line.
She knows right where to go, too. I'll tell you, that as soon as that whistle was blown, she ran right to that foul line. She's ready to give me the ball. I want to score the ball. Show me the ball. Show me the ball.
Give me the ball. Give me the ball now.
Ocean County is over the limit, but this one was in the act of shooting, so Bradley has 2 to work with. She misses the first.
Well, we have 38 seconds to go in the half. It looks like Ocean's going to go into this half with the lead, and they got to be feeling pretty excited about themselves at this point.
Bradley's second is good. 28-24, 38.3 left to go in the half. Quigley
Back into the press.
has the ball on the near side. To Klein, to Burgo. Burgo's got to hustle, 30 in the half. Burgo across to the timeline. She's picked up by Bradley. Burgo between the legs. Good dribbling skills by both of these teams'
Look at that pick.
centers. Cacinero over to Quigley. Back to Cacinero.
Oh, what a
Spin
turn
move.
of
Layup
spin.
is good.
Wow. And she's motivated. Look, she enjoyed that one very much.
She's hopping and dancing, and she should be. Just great basketball, reverse pivot, passing for a layup. Just good concept.
Lawton's shot with time running out was no good. 2 on the clock, 1 in. That's going to do it for the first half of action.
Man.
The score is 30-24. Ocean County College Vikings
Happy.
lead Middlesex.
Happy young ladies.
Before we head to halftime, we're going to take a look at the spin move on the give and go.
Quigley did a nice job of coming to a 2-foot jump stop. Got the defense spread out. Just a nice pass in for a layup. Just a good concept of basketball. They're doing a really good job against Middlesex defense.
We're going to head to halftime. We'll come back with second half action from Sports Video. We're from Salem County College. Ocean County leads Middlesex County 30-24.
Hello, everybody. Back here at halftime. And boy, do we have a game out here, Coach. Hey, very, very interesting game so far. You have Ocean coming out here, and they're very disciplined, looking at perimeter game, working the ball inside. And Middlesex, on the other hand, with Miss Bradley, the advent of her hitting inside and outside, they got a lot of activity inside the paint. Why don't you go through your Murphy Strader? I don't know if a lot of people know this, but this is Murphy, and he has the Murphy Strader.
And that's the Strader. Okay, guys, let's look at a couple of things. What we like to do during the course of the game is look at a couple of events that are happening that are causing the outcome to be what it is at halftime here at 30-24. Earlier in the game, Middlesex was running a lot of pressure, and they were running what we call a 3-2 press. Now, at the very beginning of the game, Ocean was coming down, and they were trying to attack it going down the sideline, and 2 consecutive times they threw the ball out of bounds. They did a much better job. After a timeout, they settled down, and they got the ball inside to Cacinero, and she caught the ball, turned and faced, and did a great job of breaking the press. Since that time, that press for Middlesex, which was very effective in the beginning of the game, has been non-effective. Let's turn the board over.
Wow.
Let's see that again.
That's cool.
See
Instant replay of
Turn
that.
it over. All right, now, the Ocean Ocean does a great job offensively against the man-to-man, or woman-to-woman in this case.
That's right.
Of spreading out the floor. Spacing in the game, the offensive part of basketball is so very, very crucial. What they do, and if you're familiar with watching the Princeton basketball team, they spread the floor out and there's constant movement. What they try to do is get all their basketball players above the foul line. Because they all start out above the foul line, it gives them areas to cut. And what we've seen is movement where players are cutting through the lane. They're either catching a pass here, looking back door, or else they're catching the ball and taking their man off the dribble and going up to the basket because they have no defensive help here. That last play, that last basket with Quigley and Catanero, what Quigley did, she dribbled down an area here. She drew the defense off a little bit. The defense kind of snuck in here. Back door, there was no all-side help, a layup, bounce pass for a layup, and just a good quality basket. And we're seeing some very good basketball out here today. I'm very impressed by both teams.
Yeah, I think they're both coming out here. They realize that there's no tomorrow, so to speak. So it's, they have to.
Madness, baby.
They have to keep winning, and that's where we're at right now. Well, we hope you're enjoying this one because it's a very exciting game. Lady basketball, Division III right here. We're going to be right back after this with the start of this exciting second half.
Welcome back to the DuPont Fieldhouse on the campus of Salem County College. Region 19 Division III Championships. Rob Ryan, Pat Murphy, and Howard Clark with you. Where the score at halftime, Ocean County 30, Middlesex County 24. Just getting ready for the second half of play, Coach Murphy. Interesting first half. Ocean County, without their leading scorer, still doing a great job both inside and outside and playing some good defense.
Well, their opportunity has arisen for Melanie Klein to step in here, and she's done a great job. I have her unofficially with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 points in the first half. Catanero on the outside doing a great job aggressively. They're hitting the boards, doing a great job on that end. For Middlesex, it's been Angela Bradley and not much else. Look for Angela to continue her pace, but somebody else on this Middlesex Colts team is going to have to step up if they're going to advance to Corning, New York, a beautiful place to be in March.
Corning, New York, of course, the site of the National Junior Collegiate Athletic Association National Championship Tournament. The winner of this gets the automatic berth into that tournament. 5 of the last 5 years, Ocean County's been there. 4 of those last 5, they have defeated Middlesex for that right. We're underway, second half action. Middlesex moving from right to left on your television screen. Bradley on the inside, starting off right away inside, couldn't get it, but Middlesex pulls down the rebound. Bouchard in the corner. Thought about taking a jumper, now just kicks it back out for Collins. Over to Giuliano. Giuliano tried to muscle one through a crowd. Finally does. Bouchard driving through, loses control of it. And Ocean County recovered, but Catanero traveled with the basketball.
I'm glad we have a microphone under that. I didn't get to hear that.
I tried to warn him before the game.
Just imagine what that was.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is our. If you're playing along at home, please track this. This is our second shot clock violation of the afternoon. It's the shot clock to our left, and there you see the referee looking up again. Another person who has no idea what's wrong with it, but again looks up and acts like he knows what's wrong with it.
Coach Annan wanted to know why the buzzer sounded, and when the buzzer sounded, why the refs decided to keep play going, I guess.
There you go. They're both looking up at the basket. They have no idea what's wrong.
That's right.
But they're trying to look important, which they have to with those stripes on.
Absolutely. I mean, that comes with the shirt.
Short discussion between the two referees. They now talk to the scorer's table, probably telling them, please don't blow the buzzer while play's going on. Thank you.
I can tell you that those guys on the scorer's table, their job is either on the line here today if they don't get this straightened out. I mean, this is embarrassing for the college. Let's get it straightened out, guys.
Middlesex with the ball. They get a fresh 30. I think it was down to 16. Bradley will take a 3. It's no good off the front of the rim, but an offensive rebound was there for Bouchard. She couldn't handle it. Ocean comes away. Ocean with a 30-24 lead. Wagner skips it across for Klein. Klein to Burgo. Burgo dumped inside to Catanero. Cachanero's jumper was off the mark. Klein battling for the rebound with Bradley. A jump ball is called, and Middlesex has the possession arrow.
Again, Ocean continue to hit the offensive boards. And here's an unfortunate thing. We had a little they had a little problem with the possession arrow. It's going to be green ball and the jump ball. And I was going to say it was unfortunate because really Ocean earned the right to get that ball because of their hustle, and the possession rule had the ball going their way. So it's going to be Ocean ball, but very aggressive on the offensive boards.
Ball was knocked out of bounds once again, and now we're having another discussion at the scorer's table.
Well, I got to say this. A couple of guys over there were very instrumental in getting you guys your drinks at halftime, so be very kind.
They're doing a fine job over at the scorer's table.
There you go, Rob.
Well, this first minute's lasted for 20 minutes so far.
It's picked off by Bouchard. Length of the court, tried to drive, but number 22, Melody Klein, getting back on defense, knocked it away and prevented the easy lay-in for Bouchard. Middlesex will control the ball. Only 2 seconds ticked off the shot clock during that, so they have 28 to work with. Collins to the free throw line to Bradley. Bradley ball high overhead looking for something. Dumps it inside for Giuliano. Giuliano's jumper from the baseline is no good. It's taken away by number 14, Christina Giuliano in green. 2 Giulianos on the floor. Both of them are Chris Giuliano.
Wow.
One with a J and one with a G.
On the far side, Klein just dumps it back out for Wagner. Wagner being hounded by Heather Wells. Now just dumps it for Cacchinaro, top of the key, over to Giuliano. Into Cacchinaro on the give and go once again. The hook shot wouldn't go, battling for the rebound.
Boy, Cacchinaro and Bradley in there. That's a battle today.
The defense has really picked up on both sides. Diving on the floor, that's got to hurt. I'll tell you what, Cacchinaro diving on that floor is one tough cookie because that really hurts. And for you people watching this game for the first time at Sound Community College, this is not a very player-friendly surface, to say the least.
It's like playing on a basketball.
Very unusual floor surface here at the college.
No, really, it is the same consistency as a basketball. We called it the flubber floor a couple of years ago.
Jumper from Collins inside the paint was no good. Fell right into Giuliano's hands, and she laid it in.
Well, that's what Giuliano and the rest of the lady culture have to do right now. They're going to keep pounding those boards any way they can to start putting the ball in the basket.
Wagner got it for Burgo. Burgo back out to Wagner, around the corner to Giuliano. Burgo, turnaround, fadeaway, jumper is no good. Rebound underneath by Cacchinaro. She throws it up. It's good, but she traveled. So we'll take the 2 points off the board. She took a step back in order to get free.
Coach isn't happy with that one.
The professor.
That right there, he looked like a psychology professor.
Coach Brown's got her hands folded and her arms folded. And if her arms are folded, that means there's urgency here. She's trying to get her troops going.
Giuliano on the inside once again kicks out for Bouchard. Bouchard with a good ball fake, gets it inside. Jumper is no good. Gets her own rebound, throws up another shot. That one's no good. And the other Giuliano finally pulls down the rebound. Giuliano up ahead to Burgo. Burgo driving, baseline. Had Bradley there, just kicked it back out for Wagner. Her shot wouldn't go, and Wells gets the rebound. Wells starts out in a hurry. Hands it off for Bouchard. Bouchard, baseline, was stopped. Back out, Collins, jumper, no good off the rim. Bradley with the rebound. She was held up. Bouchard took the ball. She couldn't get a shot off.
Well, I'll tell you, these guys are letting them play. Oh. Offensive foul. She lowered her. They're talking to each other. That was pretty funny.
I just can't get it. I really can't. Somebody gets mugged in there. They swallow a whistle. A little Mickey Mouse thing like that.
Yeah, is what you really want to say.
Collins for 3 off the front of the rim. Bradley picks up the rebound. Bradley's jumper is good.
Well, she's just been very aggressive the whole game, and if her team needs a couple points, man, she's going to come up big. And like you said, Murph, she says, give me the ball now.
She's relentless. She really is.
16 and a half left to go in the second half. 30-28, Ocean has a lead. Bouchard stripped away the ball and then was fouled. And Middlesex getting pumped up as they have climbed within 2.
Ocean's going to call a very important timeout right now with 16:25 to go in your ball game. It's a 30-28 game. Ocean has been in control this whole game. And it really, if you took the scoreboard away and didn't have it in front of you and just visually watched the game, you would think that Ocean was up by more points. Middlesex really hasn't played that well throughout the game. The last couple of possessions, Giuliano got an inside play. And our old steady workhorse, Angela Bradley, got another basket on the inside. And before you know it, it's a 2-point game. Right now we're looking at the Middlesex huddle. They're trying to tell the players, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Coach Brown's getting them excited, telling them they're doing the good things, keep playing that good defense, keep trying to get the ball inside. Ocean, on the other hand, say, hey, girls, let's settle down. We had the lead. Let's play the pace we were doing. Let's smart basketball. Let's spread the floor out. Let's keep hitting the boards. We have a very close ball game. We expected a close ball game. We still have 16 minutes to go. So sit back and enjoy this big contest. The winner moves on. The loser has to go to study hall on Monday.
Oh, that's something.
Ocean is yet to score a field goal or any point of any kind in this half, and there's 16:25 remaining in it. Middlesex has a chance to tie or take the lead with a 3. 30-28. Collins in the corner gets a top of the key for Bouchard. Bouchard driving through the lane, tried to hit Giuliano, was stripped away by Catanero, or checked that was Klein with the good defense.
Well, I'll tell you, as soon as these ladies get the ball up over their head, they're being stripped. I mean, both of them are very, very schooled at the turnover.
Bradley out for Wells. Three-pointer was well off the mark.
Now here's your feisty favorite.
Here she is playing that defense. Pressure, pressure, pressure.
Quigley got it across for Klein, out to Burgo. Burgo stopped her dribble. We'll just hand off to Quigley, and Quigley will start the offense. Number 20, Tara Quigley. To the right side, hands off for Catanero. Into the corner for Giuliano. Giuliano back to Quigley. And Quigley just looks. Back to Giuliano. Inside for Burgo. Is all alone. She was hammered.
You know, that's just great offensive concept there. They're spreading the floor out. They're patient. The key word here is patient.
Right.
They're taking their time, get the ball here. Defense, try to trap, try to make something happen, and a great read to get the ball inside. Just a super job of reading the defense. Taking, you know, they use the term, take what the defense gives you, and that's a perfect example right there. When you run a motion offense, there's really not set patterns. What you do is keep the ball moving, space the floor, and do what the defense dictates. And just, you can see that was well drilled by this Ocean team.
Number 35, Angela Burgo's first shot was good. Good job by Burgo to find the open spot in the floor where the double team had left. Burgo's first was good. Her second, high arcing shot.
Well, I'll tell you, she has a very good
Nice
foul
touch.
shot. I don't know if you noticed how she tucked her elbow inside like that with a good follow through.
Nice
Real
touch.
good fundamental foul shooter.
32-28, 15.5 left to go in the ball game. Bouchard to Collins, open in the middle of the lane. Jumper is good.
Man to Collins, and they're getting a bucket inside the paint. That's what Middlesex Colts have to do, get that ball inside.
32-30.
Full court pressure being applied by the Lady Colts. Burgo just hands off to Catanero to Klein. Klein looking, skips it over for Giuliano. Giuliano inside to Burgo. Burgo just pulls it back out into the corner and dumps it inside for Catanero. Actually, that's Klein with the turnaround hook.
That was a tough shot too, Murph.
You know, she looked like the old Boston Celtics, Dave Cowens with the jump hook shot. She could do it all, inside, outside. You know what? I got to question this coach. Where's she been all year? How could she be on the bench?
Yeah, really.
Giuliano on the Middlesex end misses the jump hook in the lane. Ball rolling out of bounds. A good fight for it. They're going to say it last touched an Ocean player, so Middlesex will gain control of the ball.
I hope both teams brought Band-Aids with them because there's going to be some bloody knees and elbows when this is over.
12 on the shot clock. Bouchard from 3 banks it off the glass. It's no good. Collins picks up the rebound in the middle, lost control of it. Bradley's turnaround layup is good.
Well, you get her about 2-3 feet away from the bucket, and that's a guarantee too.
Middlesex doing something here in the second half of play they did not get a chance to do in the first half, and that's second opportunities on offense.
A very big part of women's basketball is offensive rebounding, and they're taking advantage of that. That's why they're back in this ball game.
Catanero couldn't control the pass inside, but it's taken away by Klein as Middlesex got sloppy with the ball, so a fresh 30 for Ocean. Burgo dribbles into the corner looking for Catanero on the inside, just flips it back out to Quigley. Quigley's quick pass inside to Catanero, blocked from behind by Bradley. Klein with the rebound, blocked again, but they're going to get her with the foul.
Well, I hate to be redundant, but it's happening on both ends right now. Offensive rebounds, offensive rebounds, offensive rebounds, and that's how these teams are scoring their points. You have to do a better job, and we're addressing both teams now. Defensively, they have to do a better job of boxing out. You cannot let these teams get easy baskets underneath the basket and also get in foul trouble. I believe that's Angela Bradley. That's only her second foul, but they can't afford to have her out of the ball game.
2 fouls apiece on the half. Klein's first shot is up and good. Melody Klein filling in for the injured Mary Beleza. Beleza out with a sprained ankle. She is the leading scorer for the Ocean County Vikings. Not playing in today's game, but Ocean County still doing a good job
It amazes me that this girl was on the bench during most of the year. Unbelievable.
Well, again, we keep saying about this. You got to make the most out of your opportunities, and once you get your call, you got to go out there and do it. And she's really doing a really super job today for her team.
Chris Giuliano, the second leading scorer for Middlesex, had that shot partially deflected. So Ocean back on the offense. Quigley.
Watch the patience here, gang. As they just move around. Nobody stays in one place for more than 2 seconds. Nice interior pass.
Left hook was no good. Back with the rebound
Yes,
with number 22, Klein.
I'm running out of space on my sheet to mark the points down. Again, offensive rebound.
That's right. You got to crash the boards, folks.
Klein made the
Guess who?
interception.
Guess who?
She's had an unbelievable game so far, and there's still 12 minutes and 53 seconds left to go in the second half. Burgo, she's had a pretty good game herself on the outside. Gets it back out for Quigley. Quigley looking, she stopped her dribble. Good bounce pass to Catanaro, but Catanaro took the ball and then traveled with it. Catanaro didn't agree with the call.
No.
She thought she was held up on the play. Possibly could have been a jump ball, but the call didn't go that way, and a coach's timeout.
Yes, Ocean is calling a timeout right now. I'm not quite sure why, but I'm sure he saw something that he wants to address. But again, let's talk about what both teams are doing very well in the second half, and that's offensive rebounds. And you alluded to, Rob, very early in the telecast about how important offensive rebounds are. And I would say the majority of points right now in this second half have been from inside the paint. Neither team seems to have a three-point shooter. They're not really looking for that three-point shot. Middlesex constantly wants to pound the ball down into Angela Bradley on the other end. The motion offense by Ocean, they're doing a good job of spreading out the floor, and they're a very unselfish team. And the person who's open gets the ball, and they're doing a real good job. It's 38-32, and we still got a lot of time. Like we have over 12 minutes to play in this game, and it's still anybody's game.
We talked about the Ocean County College Vikings, 18-9 on the season, but 0-2 against Middlesex County. That was during the regular season. During the postseason, Ocean County much more success against Middlesex, as they have beaten them 4 out of the last 5 years during this round of the tournament in order to advance to the National Junior College Athletic Association National Championship Tournament. This year that being held in New York State. As we're back to live action on the floor. Bouchard driving with the left hand through the lane, lost control of it, gains it back. Turnaround jumper was no good in catch an arrow.
This. Just great anticipation now to try to get that turnover by number 25.
Number 25, Sin Hooks.
Sin Hooks, and Rob doing a great job of finding out about Sin at halftime. We had her as the unknown basketball player earlier in this broadcast, but
And if you think we're kidding, she's listed on the stat sheet as 25, unknown number 25. Wow. So after some investigative reporting, Sin Hooks is the name.
I'll tell you, Rob gets to the bottom of all this.
That's right, man. 60 minutes.
Well, I just knew her name couldn't be unknown. That's very unusual.
Rob, hard copy.
Angela Bradley, perimeter dribbling, baseline, layup, good.
That looked like something out of the schoolyard at recess. You know, the fourth graders are playing basketball. You just dribble down, and nobody stepped in for motion that time, and she just went right to the basket.
Sloppy play now by Ocean. Is ball coming right at us, hits the camera as we're sitting at the sideline.
Wow, I'll tell you.
Tattle may have to make an adjustment on that.
We're not going to have a shot of clock anymore. We're going to have a shot of the door, I think.
12:01 left to go as we restart playing. Ocean County very sloppy with the ball as Middlesex defense is picked up greatly.
But this has become a very physical basketball game.
Burgo with it, kicks it back out for Quigley. Quigley being guarded tenaciously by Hooks.
Look at the defense by Hooks, and then Bradley with the step in. Unbelievable defense.
They have numbers. Bradley's working on Quigley. Went right down the middle but lost control of it. Now we'll just reset it. Inside for Giuliano. Her shot was no good. Hooks with the rebound. Throws up a hook shot.
The hook shot. Yes,
and
that's right.
The hook shot.
Right on cue. All three of us had that.
We were all waiting in anticipation. Who got it first? They win.
Burgo gets it across the timeline, being hassled, and then she traveled. And now turnover's a factor for Ocean County.
Defense, and in crucial ball games, defense is the key. And we'll see here the great defense by Middlesex causing some turnovers. It's a 38-36 ball game.
Now, she looks like she's got her hand bandaged, her right hand. Her fingers are all bandaged up. Maybe she's had an injury there, too. Sin hooks.
Back to live action. Ocean comes away with the steal. Middlesex not being able to capitalize on the offensive end as they had a chance to tie the ball. Burgo back out to Quigley, and Quigley now tried to drive on Hooks, and an offensive charge called on Quigley, and she's not happy about it.
I'll tell you, since Hooks has come into this basketball game, the whole atmosphere, the whole tempo, this game has changed. And it's all by her defensive presence. She is pressuring the Ocean players, and frustration caused Quigley to get an offensive foul to try to fend her off.
That's 3 fouls now on Tara Quigley. She will visit the bench. Angela Bradley also goes to the bench for Middlesex as we have some substitutions. Hooks.
I'll tell you, Miss Hooks got the looks, man. She's got the eye of the tiger out there right now.
Good defense by Klein as she strips the ball away from number 5, Daniel Lawton. Burgo dribbling the length of the court. Defense from behind by Bouchard. She kicked it away, and they're going to call this ball in favor of Ocean County.
I'll tell you, it's getting dangerous down here, Howard. That's the third time we've been attacked by the players or the ball.
I think you guys got
Here we go again.
Burgo with a steal off the inbound pass, and neither team right now seems to want the ball.
Get the young children out of the building. This place is getting crazy.
Hooks playing good defense. Finally, a foul called as Victoria Wagner was hauled to the ground.
I'll tell you, I think she probably helped herself by falling on the ball.
This defense is tenacity. Look at Hooks. She's all over the ball right here, forcing the defense. She reverse pivots and still staying ahead. Just great defense.
Oh, look at this.
Pass by Wagner to Burgo. Burgo's shot was partially blocked. And the ball's going to be in favor of Middlesex. And Coach Annan.
The referee has to love this. He's got to make a controversial call right in front of Professor Annan, and that's just not going to work out too well. They're still talking.
I'll tell you.
There's a
If he
little
had
history
that,
behind
one of those history books, man, he'd hit him over the head with it. They hurt.
Bouchard, top of the key, driving, had the ball go off her foot, and Wagner takes it away. Wagner gets it up to Klein. Klein being bothered by Hooks. Hooks reaches in. The ball goes out of bounds, and this time Ocean will control.
Hooks is like a lady possessed over there.
The professor is still chasing down the official over there. Hasn't got his point across. He's got his clipboard. He's got the look. I'll tell you.
He's
a master at teaching basketball, too, I'll tell you.
He's not going to get an A, this guy in a striped shirt. That's for sure.
Exactly midway through the second half, 2-point lead for Ocean County College.
There goes his 4-0 average.
He'll have to stay at the school, huh, Howard?
Mm-hmm. Another workshop.
Look at this defensive pressure. Trying to cause a turnover.
My.
Wagner underneath the Klein. Klein's jumper no good. Pulling down the rebound with Cachinero and a jump ball call.
That has got to hurt. Steffa has to hurt on that one. Unbelievable how physical it is.
I'll tell you something. What she's really doing with her legs right now, she really wouldn't look that good in a prom dress right now.
Burgo off the inbound to Giuliano. Giuliano, plenty of room, drives, and it's stripped away.
Look, that's
And now another jump ball called as Giuliano and Danielle Lawton bump heads.
Giuliano, she has to leave the floor right now.
Look, she's fallen. She's knocked out.
Wow.
She's knocked out, and 14, Giuliano, she's going back to the locker room. I think their heads collided. This is a very serious thing right now. And
she's knocked out.
She's a little bit, I think what she is a little bit of, she's a little woozy right now. Giuliano, she ran to the locker room, and she's being tended out by an assistant coach. And this is a very, very scary situation right now. I believe what happened is their heads collided, and sort of like a boxing match here. And one went down, and there's a little bit of sense of urgency right now. We have people scrambling around, coming onto the floor. And we're just going to step back here and not really say too much because we don't really know what's going on.
Well, the game has really picked up, and it's, I was going to say tenacious forechecking here.
Get another look at it.
Hockey
We got a little look at the replay here. We may be able to see to the left of your screen what happened. The
right
mouth
there.
and head collided, and
Yeah.
she hit it above her eye. And at first it looked like she was okay, and then
Get another look at it here once again.
No,
You'll
she
see
was
number
stumbling
14.
backwards.
Giuliano right there colliding with the head of number 5, Danielle Lawton.
She's cut, too. So, like you said, I think it was her mouth, Giuliano's mouth.
it bleeds mouth to eye contact here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And
unfortunate.
That hurts. That really smarts. That
That's
really smarts.
a very dangerous spot in the head, right around the temple above the eye area. And she just lost it, rubber legs, and she went down. She's still down, and they are checking her out. And she had to have a couple players try and hold her up. On the other side, number 14, Christina Giuliano for Ocean County. She ran right into the bathroom, probably loosened a tooth or two.
Yeah, I think she may need some dental work, unfortunately. And this is a result of just some real hard play right now. And that play right there was definitely clean. There was no cheap shot or any kind of thing like that. It was just two players just going real hard and just happened to collide as part of the basketball game.
And one of the problems, of course, you have probably knocked a little unconscious right now. Danielle Lawton on the floor. They're tending to her. And she is starting to move around a little bit more than she was earlier.
She's breathing pretty heavy, that's for sure.
Yeah, also in the locker room, Christina Giuliano, one thing you have to watch out for is the teeth going through the lip. That happens oftentimes when you get bumped in the mouth. You get the teeth protruding through the lip, and that's a dangerous situation, and that'll cause some stitch work for you.
And it's a shame because not only do we have a very, very, very unfortunate situation here with two players that are hurt, but also kind of takes away from the game a little bit. We have a 2-point game with 9 minutes and 37 seconds to go. And you know what happens as players and coaches? You almost say to yourself, the game's not that important anymore when we have players like this that are down. And this is a very, very unfortunate situation. I think she's going to be okay. I just think she just got knocked a little woozy. And here comes Giuliano out of the locker room, and she's got ice over her mouth. Looks like a heavyweight boxing match.
Looks like they're tending to the side of the head, and also the face of Danielle Lawton could have a broken jaw situation. She looks like she's in a lot more pain
Yeah,
than,
she
than
is
just
in
a
a
bump
lot
in the
of
head.
pain. Yeah, she is. That's unfortunate. We hope she's going to be all right. That doesn't look too good.
You see her on the monitor now feeling her mouth area. As it looks like she's talking now. How coherent she is and if she really knows where she is not known.
I think what happens sometimes, too, in all the excitement and things, the excitement of the game, and then you get hurt like that, and you get a little bit of woozy. You have to get your feeling where you are, get your bearings down. It looks like Giuliano's, at least she's up and moving around, but I don't think she may have to make a visit to the dentist office, unfortunately. She might have chipped a tooth, or as you said, Rob, might have had a tooth protrude through her lip.
She's in a lot of pain, and she's shaking pretty good.
We have a nice crowd here today for these games, and it's really brought a hush to the crowd. The crowd was really getting into it. Both teams are playing hard. It's a 2-point game. Both teams realizing the urgency of this game, and it's very unfortunate. It's kind of eerie here right now. It's an eerie day outside, and this unfortunate accident is really taken away from a great game.
Really kind of an innocent play, too. Just two players struggling for the ball. A third trying to come in and help her teammate out. Gets caught in the side, actually right in the mouth with Danielle Lawton's head. That was Christina Giuliano. After the shot, she tried to come in and grab the loose ball rebound on the floor, and just the two heads collided together. Really, what makes it worse was that both players were moving in opposite directions. If Giuliano was just standing there, it would have lessened the blow, but both were moving at the same time, each in a different direction. When you collide like that, it makes a harder impact. And right now, it looks like Danielle Lawton getting the worst of that collision as she caught Christina Giuliano's face in the side of her head.
It's very unfortunate. Further injury could have occurred. Her teammate Hooks happened to catch her. She started falling down, and I guess she saw it in her eyes. If not, she might have fell right back on her head.
Well, I'll tell you what.
On this surface, that's no bargain.
One of the Ocean players saw her going back. She realized that she was in trouble and that she was like passing out, so she went over there to help her out too. She realized that she was going to go backwards. Oh, this is I hope this is a better sign than just getting her up there.
I think she's just got to get her wherewithal about her, get a little fluids, and I think if she can just get herself over to the bench or to the locker room, I think she's going to be okay.
But again, it's like she was knocked out there, temporarily knocked out.
Yeah, she's going back down again.
That's a heck of a
sign, gang.
What probably happened is they probably went to go sit her back up. She probably felt a little bit dizzier again, maybe started to black out a little bit, so they're just going to lower her down. I'm sure we're waiting medical attention. It's most likely, or we should assume, is on the way. There's 9 minutes and 37 seconds left to go in the second half. It's a 2-point ball game. Ocean has the lead at 38-36, and this is really an ugly situation that, as you said before, Coach, is marring what has been an otherwise great basketball game.
Well, anyone who doesn't think the game of basketball, and as Howard was talking to a little bit later, but maybe we ought to have some time to address that, is the game of women's basketball has really come on. It's a very physical game, and I think you're seeing women's basketball, as Howard was saying earlier in the telecast, has really taken off. And I think the Olympic team of this past summer really got the attention and the fire of the nation, and now people are starting to rally behind it. Women's basketball is a very interesting game. You don't see the dunks and some of the glitz and the flash of the men's game, but what you do see is real good strategy, real good basketball, as evidenced by the Ocean team on the offensive end, who runs their motion offense to perfection. They do a great job. Middlesex does a great job playing their defense and in their pressure. As I speak, we take a look here to our left. You'll see they're opening up the doors, and evidently there's going to be a medical crew on their way, and this is a good decision to make right now. There are no doctors here right now, and let's not do anything that would be a bad decision. And we're going to be here all day anyway, so let's just take our time and do the right thing.
Well, I'll tell you what, why don't we take a little break here until we find out a little bit more what's going on, guys.
All right, we'll take a break. 9 minutes and 37 seconds are left in the ball game. 38-36, Ocean has the lead over Middlesex. Will return on Sports Video Productions.
They're going to give them time to warm up.
Welcome back on Sports Video Productions. As you see, Danielle Lawton being led out of the building on a stretcher. She collided with number 14 of Ocean County, Christina Giuliano. She had her feet go out from underneath her, and she had to leave by the aid of a stretcher, and a very eerie situation here at the game. There's 9 minutes and 37 seconds left in the half. Rob Ryan, Pat Murphy, and Howard Clark here with you from Salem Community College. Both teams trying to get warmed back up, as it was a lengthy delay as they had to tend to Danielle Lawton, number 5 of the Lady Colts.
I'll tell you, in all my years of being around basketball as a player and many years of coaching, and now in the cable experience, it's the first time I've ever seen a player have to be taken out of the building on a stretcher. And it was a very serious injury, and we can't really make any more speculation other than the fact that she's in a lot of pain right now, and they're going to take it to the proper authorities and get things straightened out.
So that's number 5, Danielle Lawton, who is obviously not with us anymore. She left the building in an ambulance, and they're going to check her out. Probably a lot of it probably has to do with precautionary reasons.
Absolutely.
It looked like she slipped out of consciousness for a couple of seconds there. We do know the condition of number 14, Christina Giuliano of the Ocean County Vikings, though. I was talking to Coach Len Annan during the lengthy break. He said that she had a couple of her teeth moved around, her front teeth, of course, from the bump. And also the teeth, as I had alluded to earlier, had cut into her lip. She had some abrasions on the inside of the lip. Not sure if she will return or not. She is over there warming up. She looks to be all right. Obviously probably going to be in a lot of pain during the second half, but she may return.
And what you're seeing right now is the referees are giving them 3 minutes to warm up because really no one's had the opportunity to do any shooting or anything. They were all very concerned about Lawton and her condition, so they're getting about 3 minutes to warm up right now, and they'll be ready to play in about 1 minute and 40 seconds.
Of course, one of the reasons they're letting the teams warm up, not only was it a lengthy delay, but they had the big bay door that leads outside open, and there was quite a draft coming in through here, so the players probably stiffened up, and we don't want to see any more injuries during this game. Anything in the area of muscle pulls, which can happen when you've been at it, when you've warmed up and then had a chance to cool down again. It's just like restarting the game over again, and that's going to be tough for both these teams, as you said.
I really don't know what's going to happen right now. As a coach, I mean, I've never had to experience this long of a delay. How do you approach this? What do you say? I mean, first of all, on the back of your mind is Danielle Lawton on both sides, not just for Middlesex, but also for Ocean. That has to be played on your mind. We're all competitors. We're all playing, and that could have been us in that situation. So emotionally, that's going to be a barrier. But we're going to have to remember here that we have 9 minutes to go in this ball game. It's a two-point ball game, and someone's going to have to step up to the plate here, so to speak, and make something happen. I'm very interested to see how the first 2 to 3 minutes of this delay works out.
Of course, for Middlesex, it's going to be interesting. They sat here the whole time while one of their players was out of commission on the floor and then has to leave on a stretcher. It's interesting what their mindset is going to be. A lot of teams will put it all together. They got into a huddle right after she left. It was escorted out of the building. They got into a huddle, and it could be a team togetherness thing, pulled together and let's do it for Danielle. Or, still the eerie image of one of your players down like that may play in the minds of Middlesex also, but they trail by 2. Ocean County, the same situation. And they had to sit here throughout that whole situation also, and we'll see how it plays on their mind. Both teams are back out on the court. A jump ball was the call before we went into the break. and I believe that Middlesex will have control of the ball. Christina Giuliano not in the ball game.
Again, we want to sincerely hope the best for the young ladies that were injured, and that we sincerely hope that both young ladies will have speedy recoveries.
Definitely wish Danielle Lawton all the best. Giuliano, as we can see at the scorer's table right now, is getting ready to check in at the next whistle.
Well, I really don't understand what the problem is here. We had to stop and play. Let's get the subs in and get started.
Well, you can't bring Giuliano into the ball game because she was one of the injured players of why the whistle blew. So she has to sit out at least one whistle. The other player waiting to come into the ball game for Middlesex is Chris Giuliano. There should be no reason why she shouldn't be allowed into the game before we start play. I guess, I don't know if it's whether
well, you know what? The Giulianos, they're not going to get in. And they're going to sit there and talk to each other about why their names are the same, but they don't know each other. So what Giuliano family are you from?
North Jersey. I'm from the North Jersey Giulianos.
We're back under play. Middlesex County did indeed have control of the ball. They immediately throw it out of bounds on the baseline, so Ocean County will control their...
It's almost a silly rule. I hate to interrupt you, Rob, but I mean, after such a long delay, why don't you just let the kids get in and play? I mean, I understand it's a rule, but it's awful silly.
Christina Giuliano, number 14 in green, back on the court. Her mouth is obviously doing a little bit better. Back to live action. Wagner driving through. Lost control of the ball and then took a couple extra steps with it, so Middlesex will get the ball back. There's 9 minutes and 19 seconds left to go in the ball game. Ocean County has a 38-36 lead over Middlesex County College.
Here we see Sin Hooks, and since she was put into the ball game in the second half, she's really has been a spark plug for the Lady Colts.
Collins with the ball, top of the key, tried to drive it, stripped away by Giuliano. Collins strips it right back, though, so they trade steals, and now Hooks will just control top
and again,
of the key.
How many times have you seen that? You know, ladies generally don't jump up in the air to pass the ball. They get the ball up over their head and pass it. And most of the girls now are astute enough to just take the ball right out of their hands.
Bouchard threw up an air ball on the layup, and it came down into the very capable hands of Melody Klein. Klein filling in for the injured leading scorer, Mary Balaza, who sprained an ankle in the semifinal game of this Region 19 championship. Driving to the hole, Victoria Wagner, layup is good.
Yeah, she's been a little spark plug the whole day, man. And, you know, you said somebody's going to have to step up here, you know, for both of these teams, both of their respective teams right now because of this delay. And it's going to be interesting. I think they're going to settle in. It's going to take a couple more minutes for them to settle in here, but it's going to be a mad dash to the end of this race.
Bradley throws up a jumper. That's no good. Rebounded inside by Giuliano. She gets the rebound back. It goes, and she's fouled.
Here we see Giuliano doing a real good job of second effort on offensive rebounds. I'm sorry, this is the replay earlier in the game when we had Wagner going to the basket. Just a nice crossover dribble there, freeze the defense and going for a layup.
Giuliano has a chance to cut the Middlesex deficit to 1 for the completion of the three-point play. It's in and out, no good. And the rebound comes to Burgo, Angela Burgo.
Well, after about 2 minutes since coming back from this delay, it's still a 2-point ball game. Boy, what rough defense here.
Yeah,
really tenacious.
Caccianero with the ball, gives it off to Giuliano. Giuliano back to Caccianero.
Again, they're moving right down the hallway.
Caccianero now on the near side. Looking for Giuliano inside, has nothing. Now gets it to her in the corner. Giuliano driving, baseline jumper is no good as the shot clock expires. The ball went out of bounds off the side of the basket.
And guess what?
And there goes Nick. He is AD of the year. Nick DeSico.
That's right.
I don't know where he's going, but he's
doing it all.
He knows what to do, though. The bottom line is he knows what to do.
That's right.
Now, if he can just figure out a little preventive maintenance, then he'll go to that next level.
Either way, this should be Middlesex County's ball.
I'll tell you, this has been a game of delays. A game of delays. If you're playing at home, this is our third shot clock problem of the day.
Middlesex does indeed get the ball as well. It should, as you see, a good shot of Coach DeSico. That ball was either going to be a shot clock violation or it was going to be out of bounds off of Ocean County as they shot the ball off the side of the backboard and out of bounds. So indeed the right call was made in that situation. Bradley driving, baseline. Bradley back out in the middle. She's fouled. She'll go to the line.
Well, Miss Bradley does one of the favorite offensive moves by our partner, Howard Clark, and that's going to the baseline. Right, Howard?
It's absolutely correct. And you know what? The people that are aggressive down there generally get the job done.
Here's a nice jab step, goes down the lane, draws the foul. Nice first step.
First shot by Bradley is up and good, and it's a one-point ball game. Bradley with a chance to tie. Angela Bradley, the leading scorer for Middlesex. Middlesex just can't draw any luck. They can't draw even. 40 to 39, 7:15 left to go. Ocean County with a lead. Ocean, of course, as we said, without their leading scorer, number 32, Mary Balaza. She is out with a sprained ankle. Cacinero to Klein, back to Cacinero. Jumper, high arcing one is way off the mark, and Collins comes down with the rebound. Collins off to Sin Hooks. Hooks running the length of the floor quickly, long pass up for Giuliano in white, and she fouls Victoria Wagner.
What happened on that last play of Giuliano? She took her eye off the ball for a second. She was looking to make that extra pass, and she took her eye off the ball just for that one split second, and that's why she fouled it out of bounds. 1-point ball game. We're under 7 minutes to go.
The winner of this ball game represents Region 19 in the National Junior College Athletic Association National Championship Tournament in Corning, New York. Ocean has been that representative for 4 out of the last 5 years.
And in junior college ranks, that's really doing something, because you really don't have 4 full years to develop a team.
Oh, your turnover is amazing.
Yeah, and you really have to be really well focused on trying to create these programs and keep them going. This is why it's so interesting to see great teams come together right here and be totally productive.
Bradley working down low, has her shot blocked from behind by Burgo, and Burgo comes up limping.
I'll tell you what, there's a couple of people limping right now. This game is starting to get out of control again, and the officials are going to do a little bit better job of getting control.
Jeez.
Bouchard will inbound. Bradley.
She's hurting too. 35's down there.
Burgo's hurting, yes.
Burgo has her left ankle heavily taped. It looks like the one she's favoring, and now Middlesex is just controlling play as Bouchard has it. Bradley for 3 in the lead.
Shot.
Oh, that was ugly, but it's a tray. It's a triple. It's a bank shot.
It's a 2-point lead for Middlesex. The first lead they have had in this game, and it comes off their leading scorer's 3-pointer.
That's my favorite shot, the bank shot. I think more people ought to use
Bradley
it.
with a strip. The layup is good.
Oh, it's the Angela Bradley show right now. She's just taking over. A good timeout by Ocean.
Coach Len Annan needs timeout. Middlesex is ripped back and taken a 4-point lead.
Well, she just made that 3-point bucket, and then not what I say is the prettiest of shots. Howard disagrees. He likes that 3-pointer off the bank, but just a great job of that, and then comes back on the defensive end and just plays some real good defense. It's a real clean strip. Got away maybe with a carry right there. Goes in for the layup and causes Ocean to call timeout. Middlesex bench is very lively right now. They've realized one of their players, Danielle Lawton, is not with them. And like you said earlier, they may be rallying the troops right now for the old Gipper speech. That's win one for Danielle. Here we see earlier in this sequence, Angela with that pretty-looking bank shot for a 3-point play. And in a space of 10 seconds, she scored 5 points. And all of a sudden, it's a 4-point lead for Middlesex. The Colts coming out of nowhere.
The Lady Colts leading scorer, Angela Bradley, has single-handedly taken a 1-point deficit and turned it into a 4-point lead. Ocean, coming off the timeout, will have control of the ball and will try and regroup themselves as they have really fell into the pressure of this Middlesex full-court press in the last couple
Again, I
minutes.
had to get back to number 25, Sin Hooks. Since she's been in this ball game, it's been a whole different atmosphere.
5:55 left to go in the ball game. It's now a 4-point Lady Colt lead. Dribbling length of the court, Giuliano reached in from behind by number 43, Bouchard. And Bouchard didn't like the call, but really hard to argue when you reach from behind and over the shoulder of someone. Doesn't really matter if you,
and right in front of the official, too.
yeah, it doesn't really matter if you hit the player or not. You're
But
still going to get called.
she didn't have the hockey stick this time, so that's cool.
Quigley will inbound. She gets it to Klein. Klein.
Watch for Ocean right now to get back in their patient offense. Get 4 people above the foul line, get the cutters going. And there's Rare's example right there. They had her on the back door, just a little bit of a bad pass.
Boy, that was a nice job trying to keep that. That go off Bradley's foot and then off Bob Quicksell's foot.
Quicksell. People don't realize Bob is one of the outstanding soccer players in South Jersey. You saw some great footwork there by Bob.
Absolutely.
Unbelievable. Good job, Bob.
Ocean regains possession. It's out to Burgo. Burgo. Ankle seems to be getting a little better. We'll try and work on Bradley. Can't do it. Nice pass to Quigley. Quigley
just
to the
great
lane.
basketball.
Yeah.
Just great concept of basketball right there. What we saw was, again, 4 people above the foul line. They made the pass into the high post. We'll see this pass into the high post. They're going to do what the defense gives them. Watch this backdoor cut, the penetration, forcing the help, the bounce pass for the layup. Just a good basketball set right there.
Foul was called to number 23, Angela Bradley. That is her 3rd of the ball game. The team's 6 of the half. One more, and it'll be 1-1 for Ocean the rest of the way. Cachenaro's first shot is up and good. Number 23, Stephanie Cacenaro.
Getting that point in the ball game where these foul shots become very crucial.
Second shot is up and also good. Ocean County offers no pressure. They'll pick up at half court.
Well, stay tuned, folks. This under 5 right now. This is going to be an interesting 5 minutes.
Good job by Giuliano pressuring the play. Bouchard was meant for the pass on the near side, but Giuliano cut it off and knocked it out of bounds. 21 on the shot clock for the Lady Colts. Inbound to Collins. Over to Giuliano. 15-foot jumper. Got it.
Since she's been in the ball game in the second half, she scored all 6 of her points in the post play.
Cacenaro to Burgo to Giuliano. Driving, running right through Giuliano, the other Giuliano, and they're going to get a defensive blocking call as I believe number 54 in white, Chris Giuliano, was not set.
That's a real good shot you see there. Giuliano on Giuliano. Some people call for an offensive foul, but I think 54 was moving a little bit. It's a tough call. But Giuliano on Giuliano. And number 14, Christine Giuliano from Oceans. She's having a rough day. She was in that collision earlier and just went to the floor again.
The first shot is up and good. Giuliano with the J and the C for Christina. The other one with the foul. It was her, I believe, 3rd foul of the game, Chris Giuliano, number 54 in white.
Nice follow through. Very nice follow through. Okay, Middlesex is going to call a timeout here, and again, they had that 4-point lead, and all of a sudden, it's down to 2, and they may have some ideas on how to attack this Ocean offense and maybe slow it down a little bit.
Just under 5 minutes remaining in the ball game. Ocean County has cut the lead back to 2. They had led by as many as, I believe, 7 during the first half. It was cut down to 1, and then it was the Angela Bradley show for a little while. A 3-pointer and then a 2-pointer off a steal on a breakaway lay-in. Gave them a 2-point lead for the first time in the ballgame. They extended it out to 4, but now Ocean with the 2 free throws cuts it back down to 2. It's 46-44. Middlesex County, the Lady Colts, have the lead. The Colts have defeated the Vikings 2 prior occasions during the regular season this year, but Ocean County has had their number in the playoffs, as we talked about, beating them 4 out of the last 5 years. And trying to do that once again today without their leading scorer, Mary Beleza.
Well, it's going to be very interesting right now what kind of defense that Middlesex is going to play. I believe this man-to-man defense is really hurting them. Ocean's doing a good job of getting some back cuts in it. They're going to have to maybe make some kind of adjustment on the defensive end. Middlesex on offense is going to come down, and I think they're going to keep trying to pound it into the paint to Giuliano and Scott. Or Bradley, rather.
Okay.
Another problem. Ladies and gentlemen, that's number 4. That's our 4th problem with the clock. And look at, he's shaking his head. He's well aware of it. Unbelievable.
Okay, let's try
It's going to make
again.
the officials' job easy when we have all these delays. I'll tell you, they love being out here.
It's prime time.
Man-to-man defense by Ocean as they pick up right at midcourt. Coming across the midcourt line is Wells. Wells being guarded by Quigley. It's over to Bradley. Bradley gets it to the top of the key and is surveying the situation. Good dribbling skills by the center, Bradley. Bradley into the corner.
She wants to go baseline, doesn't she?
Gets it out to Bouchard. Bouchard triple team finds Wells. Wells down low to Giuliano. Giuliano, a spin move inside. Good block by Cacenaro.
How about you give them 2 points apiece for a takedown there? What do you think? And they advance the green. Unbelievable. Oh, man.
Yeah, just for an associate. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Bouchard will inbound.
Wow. That's a tough way to make a living on the inside.
Bouchard will inbound. The rebound comes right to Giuliano, and she lays it up and home.
That's her 8th point of this half, all inside the paint.
Cachanero just hands off to Giuliano. Giuliano some open room, driving inside to Burgo. Burgo bounced past to Klein. Klein just pulls it out. Finds Quigley top of the key. Quigley to Cachanero, back out to Giuliano. Giuliano down low to Klein. Klein's 8-foot jumper off the back of the rim. No good. Cachanero right there for the rebound, but she's swatted out, and here comes Middlesex. Wells just pulls it out and decides to slow things down. A good decision.
We haven't heard from Melanie Klein. It's the first time we mentioned her name in a long time.
Bradley's 3 is way off the mark.
Probably a bad shot there for Bradley with a 4-point lead. Want to work the clock a little bit.
Collins drains the 3, and it's now 51-44. Middlesex has commanded the lead. Bouchard tried for the steal, but she's going to pick up a foul instead.
What a big bucket we see here by Amanda Collins. Just a great job of getting her feet set and a big 3-point play. That could go a long way into lead Middlesex going to the next round. Here we see the ball movement, a little kick out at the follow through, and kaboom.
Amanda Collins pumped up. Bouchard was also pumped up, a little too pumped up as she committed the foul. It's her 3rd, the team's 8th of the half. So they are over the limit, 1-1 coming for Giuliano.
Very crucial foul shots here for Chris Giuliano.
First shot is up, front rim and through.
She wasn't too sure about making that. She started hopping over that foul line, anticipating the offensive rebound, and she got the roll to win.
Second shot is up, and it is also good, and it's now 51-46.
Well, a little over 3.5 minutes ago in this game. It's crunch time, as they say. The defense is going to be the dictator.
Angela Bradley with the ball, top of the key. Bradley hands off for Wells. Wells picks up a pick, and Amanda Collins was knocked to the floor. On the near side, Wells has her shot altered by Burgo, but the rebound goes to Giuliano. Her jumper is no good, and Cachanero pulls down the rebound.
Well, Middlesex was running a little bit of a semi-delay that time, trying to run some time off the clock. And that's a wise move.
3:01 remaining in the ballgame, 51-46.
Here we see some of that. Here we see some of the ball movement in that last possession. They're just trying to work some clock here and trying to get an easy basket, moving around the perimeter. See a tough screen right here. Erin Quigley did a nice job of getting over the top of that screen.
Yeah, they're doubling now on the traps.
Back to live action. As Howard said, you could see them setting up the 1-3-1 style of trap. Now they kind of back up into man-to-man. Long lob pass inside for Cachanero, rather Burgo from Klein. That was kind of an ill-advised pass. She threw it into a crowd. It wound up going out of bounds off of a Middlesex player, so Ocean will have the ball, but only 4 seconds on the shot clock. They'll have to hurry. Klein, near side, jumper deflected by Giuliano, and
Sorry, folks, about the picture. We got 14 little children banging their little kneecaps together.
Giuliano on the opposite end. After she made the block, she gets the layup. It's now 53-46. Middlesex is starting to put some distance. Burgo couldn't get it. Giuliano knocked it out of bounds. Ocean will have the ball.
I'll tell you, there's a funny scene. I don't know if we can get the picture in the hallway there, but Ocean County last time down was very close to getting a shot clock violation, and athletic director Nick DeSico ran from the table. There he is. He's by the board in case that buzzer goes off again. That's his preventive maintenance. Good work, Nick.
Burgo, top of the key, drop step, foul line jumper, deflected again by Giuliano, and Giuliano's got to have at least 4 blocks in the last 2 minutes.
She has been all over this floor on both ends, both the offensive and defensive ends of the floor.
Here you can see Nick DeSico in the background waiting
He's
right
by that
there.
red phone. That must be the bat phone. It's for emergencies. Look at him. I'll tell you. He does it all.
Number 41, Amanda Collins picked up the foul. That is her 4th. She's got to be careful with 2 minutes and 14 seconds left. Very close to being disqualified as the first shot from Cachanero is up and through. She earns the back end of the 1-and-1.
Look for Ocean now to try to make this foul shot and then apply some awesome pressure to try to get a turnover to get back into this ball game. This explosion by Middlesex in the last couple of minutes has been pretty impressive.
Bouchard grabs the defensive rebound. 2:05 left to go in the ball game. Bradley, the leading scorer, with the ball to Bouchard, or Collins on the near side. Back to Bradley inside. Good defense from behind by Cachanero to knock it away. Klein has it. Quigley takes it under 2 minutes. Klein.
Middlesex has to be careful they don't get a foul here to stop the clock. Ocean better get the ball over and have a violation.
They indeed get it over, but not with much time left to spare.
I don't know if anybody was counting that. Those are like half a minute.
Well, all you got to do is look at the shot clock, and I'll tell you what. I'm looking up here, and there's 15 seconds to go, so I'm a little confused by that.
Quigley will inbound it. She gets it to Giuliano. Giuliano trying to drive around Bouchard. Can't do it. Bouchard gets a hand on the ball. Bouchard trying for the steal. It's knocked out of bounds.
Right into Bob Quitzel's lap.
Ocean
There's Bob. There's Bob in his easy chair, laying back on the job. What a life that guy's got.
Driving the lane, catch an arrow underneath, goes baseline, turnaround, jumper on Bradley is off the mark. 1 second on the shot clock, it expires, and that'll be a shot clock violation.
And there goes the power. Nick's hitting that fuse. He knows which fuse to hit. Put a penny in that fuse, will you?
Minute 20 left to go in the ball game. 53-47. Middlesex is the lead. Three-pointer. Collins off the mark. Rebound by Giuliano in the corner. Couldn't hang on to it. It's out of bounds.
I have to say that's a real ill-advised shot by Amanda Collins. With the score of 53-47, you want to work some clock off. No need for a three-point shot there.
Burgo dribbling, length of the court, coast to coast. Burgo's layup is off the mark. Rebounded by Catanero underneath, and they're going to call her for the foul. And I don't think Bouchard liked the call. She thought she had all ball. Nevertheless, she's going to...
Catanera's done a good job all day on the inside. And we'll see. She's been very tenacious, hitting the boards. We'll see her a little bit of push and shove. She gets that ball, kind of a touch foul. But it stops the clock, and they have an opportunity to score points with the clock stopped. And you always want that opportunity in a game when you're down. Look for pressure from Ocean after these foul shots.
It's a 5-point ball game as she makes the first. And Middlesex has called a timeout, going to try and ice Catanero. 48-53, 1 minute and 5 seconds left to go. Hope you're enjoying the game here on Sports Video. An outstanding ball game. At the half, it was 30-24. Ocean had the lead, but Middlesex has come storming back on the strength of 5 points by Angela Bradley in the course of almost about a minute, actually, 2 possessions. She hit a 3.
One action in a span of 10 seconds, she banked that 3. Then she came back and had a steal, scored 5 points. But let's not forget, Chris Giuliano has unofficially 10 points, and I believe all 10 of those have been the second half, and they've all been inside the paint. It's done a great job.
Sure, saw a shot there briefly of Lackawanna Junior College. They're getting ready for the next game. Lackawanna taking on the Union County College. That's Division II Group 19 championship. That's coming up next. As Catanero is back on the free throw line. She's 1 of 1 out of the timeout. She is now 2 for 2 from the free throw line on that trip, and it's 49-53 with a minute 3 left to go and counting. Bradley across the timeline. We're under a minute left to go. Region 19 Group 3 championship stripped away by Klein. Comes away with the ball, away from Angela Bradley. Trying to get back into this one is Ocean County. Burgo dribbling, length of the court. Burgo loses control of it, gets it before it goes out of bounds. She's trapped in the corner. Underneath to Giuliano,
Oh, wow.
Back to Burgo on a nice play. Catanero running jump hook is no good. Gets her own rebound. Second shot, lost control of it. Back to Klein for 2 is no good from the free throw line. And away with the rebound comes Bradley. Up ahead to Wells. 27 on the clock. Ocean will have to foul, and foul soon.
We're going to play a little keep away.
A foul is finally called.
Man, got another injured player over here. She got hit right in the mouth, but she's hurting too. Man,
This has been a very...
that's Giuliano, isn't it?
Yes. Oh, she got hit. She's got a jam finger. You know, this looks like the Civil War out here. Only the strong is going to survive this game. She's really hurt, Howard.
22.2 seconds left to go in the ball game. 53-49. Middlesex County College leads Ocean County College.
I'll tell you, both of these teams have to be physically exhausted right now. They've really expanded themselves with the emotion of some of the things that happened during the course of the game and the different injuries we had. Now we see, again, they're going over to the Middlesex bench, and I think it's Chris Giuliano who's either jammed her finger or hurt her head. She's not doing too good right now.
Got a towel on her head right now. Looks like she's holding her forehead. Either that or she's wiping the sweat off. Now they're looking at her finger.
She might have jammed her finger trying to catch a ball. Not really sure what happened, but whew, I'll tell you what, if they move on, they might not have enough players.
Unbelievable, isn't it? The benches aren't that deep, folks.
Get a good shot of the hand right there. Trainer attending to Giuliano's hand.
She could be having her nails done. Maybe she was due to have an
Oh,
appointment, Howard.
stop it. By the way, because of the injuries, I don't think we're going to be able to have our normal post-game show, gentlemen. So this is just a fair warning down there to Rob and the guys that as soon as this game's over, we'll be starting the next game.
22.2, they inbound just to our left. Wells with the ball. Now back to Bouchard. Bouchard, they got to think about fouling. The shot clock is unplugged. They're down by 4 is Ocean. Collins. Finally a foul as Burgo fouls the leading scorer.
Well,
and
all indications look like Middlesex right now is going to continue down the road.
Well, you know what? The good news is Middlesex is going to win. The bad news is they won't have players to play the game.
Yeah.
They're really hurt. They're really hurt right now. 12.3 to go. This young lady on the foul line, how about her performance today, Howard?
She's been just an enigmatic type of player. She's been totally focused. She had an inside shot. She had the outside shot. Look, she's going to the basket, baseline. She's doing it all.
Lays it up and in. There's only 5.3 seconds on the clock. The crowd in favor of Middlesex. They erupt with that layup. It's 55-49.
I would say that's like her exclamation point for the game.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
I'm sorry.
No, it's not a problem. Just be careful.
Get another look at Angela Bradley, as she has been an important factor in this game. You see Bouchard with the offensive rebound, and then Bradley will just take it from there.
Just a nice, good dribble. You saw how she got down nice and low with a good dribble. She froze the defense, went to the basket, real nice with a left-hand layup. I have the opinion. I think she's going to move on to greener pastures next year and play some basketball for somebody.
I'll tell you something. This Ocean team, they came in here today and they really took it to Middlesex. Basically, the whole game up until the injury, they were fighting these guys tooth and nail.
Partially deflected shot. Burgo's shot was partially deflected by, guess who? Angela Bradley. 1.6 seconds left to go. Inbound pass to Burgo. She throws up a shot. It's no good. And Middlesex County College is heading to Corning, New York. A 55-49 victory over Ocean County Community College. And the Lady Colts improved their record to 20-6 on the season and have now beaten Ocean for the first time, for the third time this year, but for the first time in the playoffs.
Final, yeah, and I think they had to be very happy about that. And I don't want to use the term fought game, but it really was a well-played game, a very hard-played game. We had a lot of injuries. We had a lot of awkward things happen here today. A lot of problems with the electricity here and players going down. But the happy thing is for Middlesex, they're going on, and they're going to be playing in beautiful Corning, New York, as they move on in March Madness on junior college level.
Division III, Group 19 champions. They are the Middlesex County College Lady Colts. They're heading to Corning, New York. And the National Junior College Athletic Association National Championship Tournament. We'll return on Sports Video with Game 2 of our doubleheader and a final wrap on this one. 55-49 is the final. Middlesex County wins.
That kind of thing. After we're done here.
Okay. Welcome back to Salem Community College as we're having a presentation at center court right outside the scorer's table. As you see there, Middlesex and Ocean will be given their respective dues as a very hard-fought game between these two. The final score 55-48.
What they're going to be doing this time, they're going to give out awards for the most valuable player and also for their Region 19 awards for the team and for the school. I have a feeling that the most valuable player is going to be.
There she is.
Who do you think that most valuable player is going to be?
It was just announced, and there she is accepting it at center court. The MVP, Angela Bradley. She had an outstanding game this afternoon.
And there's Sin Hook's just trying to get physical again. Game's over.
You see right there the National Junior College trophy ready to be awarded to the head coach.
That's a handsome plaque.
That is a very nice plaque. Good shot of it right there on your screen as Coach Brown will come over and gladly accept that trophy.
Feel good for Coach Brown. She was very nervous before the game, Howard.
Yeah, she was very tentative, I might add, but obviously she's got to be a happy camper right now.
And I'll tell you who will be very happy to hear this news. Number 5, Danielle Lawton, who was taken out of here earlier in the game and taken to the hospital after a nasty collision with Christina Giuliano. She will be the happiest to hear this news. It's a shame she couldn't be here, but of course, again, we wish the best for her. And the Middlesex County Lady Colts doing one for Danielle Lawton on the evening.
I guess that'll about do it then, right? We hope everybody had a good time today with this one. And again, we hope everybody that was injured in this contest gets better real quick.
Once again, Middlesex County wins. They capture the Region 19 Division III championship. They will head to Corning, New York. That's going to do it for Sports Video. For Pat Murphy and Howard Clark, this is Rob Ryan saying good night, everyone.